Hello, this is We Fit Lover, and today is Friday, October 21st, and it is almost Halloween. So all you Halloween lovers out there, please check out my TikTok at We Fit Lover or IG Reel at We Fit Lover, because I had put some of my decorations up from the other room in there today, and it looks really festive if you guys are into that sort of thing. Also, if you do decorate around this time of year, please comment down below and tell me all about it, of what you have been up to and what your nice fall events are on and what you're doing. So last we spoke, we talked about, being back on Weight Watchers, and I even did a tutorial on how to use it on the online system. And, after this week, I have to say that I had really started realizing that I am really focusing more on the numbers than I am the actual food that I'm putting in my mouth. Yeah, I know some of you are really not going to like this video because I'm going to tell you something. Um, I didn't like what I was seeing, psychologically, especially with that. I felt terrible because I went over my points again for my weeklies, and I just thought, this is absolutely absurd. What am I doing wrong? What am I missing? What is going on? What is happening? And I'm realizing I keep going back to this thing of like, not remembering, duh, it's a processed food you're still using, even though it's a vegan food. And long story short, I had been still trying to incorporate my whole food plant-based stuff in, but I was so bombardedly focusing on, again, the science behind the number and the, thinking about the macros again and thinking about the proteins again, that I stopped everything and I really focused on last year. And I was looking back at my videos going, I wasn't counting anything, and I was having more progress for my goals of wanting to lose this weight, and how much better I felt and I realized the only reason I even stopped doing it was because I was doing the process of elimination, because at the same time I had that COVID shot back in last October, and I had those knee blowing pains, and we were trying to figure out what was causing the pain. And so I was actually eliminating the diet at the very end because I got off all my other medications. I couldn't understand what was going on. And we realized that the diet had absolutely nothing to do with why the neuropathy of the legs and the sciatica issues. It was totally a separate entity. And I was still so freaked out thinking, what if I needed more protein? Or what I was just questioning so many things. But I was looking back at my before and after pictures, and I'm like, it was working. It was actually working. I don't know why I stall myself into thinking that I have to change something up, but sometimes our minds do the funniest things when we do a diet and we try it again, and then something else occurs, and then it's like, anyway, I was still following a whole food plant-based diet with Weight Watchers, but I was also realizing I was sneaking in more junk food because it's allowed on Weight Watchers. And it was, I don't know, for me, being that I have this food thing where stress-wise or something, I'll sometimes eat foods I probably shouldn't, but thinking I have all these points here, or I don't, or it's just, it really had gotten me in the way of focusing more on the number than it was the actual food I was putting in my mouth. And I really missed just getting back to the basics and the way I felt so alive and so much more energetic when I had those complex carbs in my body. And not talking simple carbs, it's a totally different thing, but the Starch solution really, I think, isn't the diet for me, because I can't do low carb or I black out. I can't do keto because I'll throw up. It's a thing. I know. Some people, I know they call it the keto flu, but it was like really nasty everyday puking and not good for me. I don't know. So I can't do all that meat and that. Oh gosh, I about died. But hey, I've seen people have amazing results on keto. Kudos to you. Keto kudos. So anyhow, I would love to hear about your diets, what you're doing below, but I just want to let you know, I know some of you are not going to like this video, because I'm going to tell you right now, I am done with counting points. I'm done with counting calories, and I'm done with all of that. And I'm really going to focus on the whole food plant-based diet at this point onward with the Starch solution. And I'm going to be sharing all my recipes and things throughout the reels through TikTok and also with Instagram. So please subscribe there, because throughout the week I might not put all my recipes in this video if I don't have the time to edit it in. So definitely, each day I'm going to try to, put in what I had for the day and do a quick little shoot video. That way we're not all wasting time watching, tons of minutes of videos, and you can just go in when you can to see it. But if you are interested in this lifestyle program, of course, pick up your book from the Starch Solution from Dr. McDougall, and I'll put the link below, because it's absolutely incredible the way that the body heals itself when you eat whole food plant-based. I've realized the last 2 days that I've been really focusing just on those foods. It has been back to how I felt back last year already. It's almost immediate results the way you feel. You don't crave food like you do when you're on a regular, macro or, regular balanced diet with some of the animal proteins. It's a whole different feeling in your body I can't even describe until you do it. But whatever works for you is what's going to work for you of consistency. Yes, I talked to a surgeon. They said because I have a lower BMI that it's more likely I'll have weight stalls than someone who had a higher BMI if I did go through with something like gastric sleeve, and that really woke me up and made me realize that, what, if I don't ever, and oh yeah, he also said that if I don't learn how to eat now, that in 2 years after you have the surgery, you could regain the weight because you never learned up here what it was to eat in the first place and how to eat correctly. So I don't know. It really made me think, and it really makes me go wholeheartedly knowing all the side effects that can happen, with that kind of big choice of having the surgery, that I definitely want to try this again and really go forward past 3 months to see what happens. And I'm going to be doing the befores and after photos with the Starch solution. And next week we'll be starting that with the measurements and also the before and after photos. So stay tuned for that because it's going to be a big thing where, I'll do 1 month, I'll do 3 month, I'll do 6 month because I really want to go past that 3 month mark. And I realized that, after last year's, processes of elimination that I think that, I definitely know it's not from this diet that I had those immense pains. It was totally a different entity. So that makes me feel a lot better. And I know that's, yeah, totally separate. So I am so glad you're here, and I'm glad that, I hope you keep following with me. And if, you're interested in that, feel free to comment below of, any questions you might have. I will definitely let you know how I'm doing throughout all the channels of, between here and the other 2 platforms. So again, thank you so much for watching. I know this has been a really crazy ride of, which program am I on now or what am I doing? And, life's a journey and just trying to find the one consistency that's going to work. And I realized last year after looking at my before and afters on my 1 month, which you can see below, and also I think it was my 2 month video of last year on Starch Solution, you can see the before and afters at the end of that video of what my stomach looked like. And that really hit home. So I'm going to try that again and see what happens. And I look forward to hearing from all of you below. Have a great, wonderful weekend and hope everything is going well. Thanks.